Tiny is a 1 these days.
Okay.
I think that's where I want it. And then there's still the idea of 2 as another one. And then 4, I think, is like the third thing that I want. So I don't think I'd want to open with like Tiny Morph, right? Because then the Morph has to be mid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
I'd rather just like chill, let things go. I mean, you've got ET though. It's fine, and they do ban it out, and that's fine. Just because they ban it doesn't mean that OG made a mistake either, because there's just like the draft just goes down a different path. They just want to say, yes, we recognize that is good, but it's even better when it's later, so let's just get rid of it now. Can you guys wave at us? We can see your faces at the bottom. So if you hear us, I want you guys to wave.
We're causing trouble. All right, so what do we have else here? Tidehunter banned out along with the Bat Rider.
5 seconds.
I mean, that's the only one that really scares me, right?
It is Radiant's banned.
About the Willow.
You have the others.
Well, like there's nothing that's like immediately freaking.
Yep. I'm so hot on Medusa. I think this hero's sick. It's got banned 2 games in a row now. I'm very disappointed. I think I have it for some of my predictions.
5 seconds.
Looks absolutely terrifying. I think she's basically like Gyro, but a little greedier. So I think that she would definitely fit the way that OG are playing. But what about the Klings? Is there any reason not to just potentially go back for that and like at least consider it with a Tiny mid? Or it could be Thompson Klings. He also plays that too. So if they're like, ET wants to stack. That's his life.
So the only thing about that, have Sumail Tiny at that point, or do you have Klings? That's necessary.
I think Sumail really likes those active carries where he can be a little bit more involved too. Like, I don't think that they're just locked into like, oh, I'm gonna go farm camps as the one and stuff like he did as
that's true.
The Klinks.
Dire's turn to ban.
I do worry as to why he was playing.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that was very concerning. Another Death Prophet ban, so really bringing back a lot of the same heroes, and then just something a little bit annoying to play against in the Mirana, and out comes the tank. So a hero that has been nerfed recently, and then got another nerf with the Echo Saber change too. So it's not bad. I mean, Echo Saber's still good on the hero. It's just not quite as good as it used before. But there's question marks, I think, of this hero, because very flexible across the roles. Is it still good enough with all these nerfs?
I mean, it causes some chaos. I will say, I was wondering if there's... God.
I love how fast I just did that.
Okay. We were talking about Snapfire earlier.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Mid-jamp on those kisses.
It is Radiant's banned.
Lord Art. We're talking about heroes that you were... One of the ones that I was thinking of.
Well, it's an IO, so
yeah,
that's always pretty cheeky.
Actually,
right?
it's a Slaughter.
Around together, get a lot done.
So to me, I feel like that's the type of hero. You've got Chaos, you've got a Gyrocopter, start the fight, and it not mess with the tangos rolling. Also be hard to say. That fits perfect.
So currently they're most likely set to be FNG 5 Panko, with the IO playing with the slider in lane, and Gyro is the one paired up.
Dire's banned.
All that we were talking about a lot in the PI. IO with hard on the IO. Getting some stuns with the rolls through.
Alright, yeah, true.
That could be pretty cool.
Also, it could be a core IO with a position 4 Slardar. That would actually work really well with how the core IO functions.
And then Gyro.
No. Gyro will be the 1. The IO will be the 3. The Slardar is the 4. Because the whole idea of this IO 3 is that you pick some 4 that, like, I saw IO Bloodseeker, right?
Right.
The Bloodseeker plays as a 4 because you can, like, zip around together, and Bloodseeker has really useful spells.
That's
5 seconds.
You remember how the core IO used to work with Helm of the Dominator?
Yes.
And the creep? Slardar would be your Helm of the Dominator creep. He would actually function exactly the same.
Okay.
As like a centaur. But it's actually true. It's just an upgraded version.
Dude, I don't know if we would be have. I don't know how I feel about S4IO. All right, Clinks is back.
I think that's the play. Like, it just looks good. They just played it. You know they played on Sumail and Thompson. Don't back down. Go right in there.
It went in. Oh, now if there's any benefit here, it's that Alliance changed up their draft from last time. Like, if it ends up working for them this time, I like a lot of what Alliance is, but you're kind of greedy, right? Like, Io Gyro want to farm, their levels up, make all that fun stuff happen. Slardar needs a Blink Dagger. Pango can be active early. I feel like maybe somebody that can play with the Pango. We're assuming it's Pango mid right now, right?
No, I think it's Pango 5.
You think it's Pango 5? All right.
Yeah, I think
we're
we're going to pick some other mid.
Okay.
That'll be mine.
So then what would be that type of mid that
They already well, it kind of depends on how they want to play.
Right.
Personally, I think that it'll probably just be the 3 Slardar and the 4 Io, and they'll probably just go for like another like active sort of a mid. Yeah, you like your Puck or something. Like, I mean, look at the bands like Storm Kunkka, that sort of idea. Void Spirit, Ember Spirit looks possible. That lane sounds kind of awful though. They need someone that can kind of. I was looking through how well Clinks has been doing in the pub scene lately. He's been struggling against some pucks, you know, in terms of mid heroes, some Shadow Fiends.
Ooh, Shadow
Because you're just like
cool.
out farming in a sense.
I wouldn't mind Shadow. What about one of those heroes that can test the stacks?
I mean, there's heroes that could do it, but it's a pain. And where is she going?
Today.
You just have to wait it out here.
Okay, I like that way more.
Okay.
I like that way more.
So it
Tops
is
tiny.
no surprises around the way, I guess. Well, except for I guess the question of who's taking it, Thompson or Clinks. So for SML in terms of the tiny. So yeah, I think with the Queen of Pain coming out, that looks all right.
Transformer hand. That thing's terrifying.
Grip ya. Coming for ya.
I'm gonna grip you. I'm gonna rip you.
Not it a little bit.
Tosses them
Dangerous.
asunder. Can he DMCS?
Probably.
I am Mr. T. You.
They aren't.
I'll call him up, and ask him if it's cool. No.
You do that.
Maybe he'll change my branding.
Giant gold.
Think he'd send me one? He's probably got extra laying around. I can't imagine he only has one giant gold.
Although, to be honest, although it was stylish.
You know what? I think he probably does. It's probably fake gold, so it's lighter. Like, he's probably got the real gold for the good stuff, but his everyday carry is just fake, you know?
Okay.
You guys want to talk about Dota instead? That sounds pretty
Game
good.
number 2, OG facing off against Alliance. Alliance trying back
Oh,
from
that's a lie down there. It says MVP last match. False. No, I got an issue with that one, Valve.
You're dead.
Do that console.
Prepare for battle.
Beautiful. Don't forget to do your predictions.
That's right.
That's always good, right? You just want to get some stuff.
So, a quick run out. Buddy and Seb gonna do high fives, dropping down. We had a very interesting level 1 that happened last time where we were able to out OG take down everything.
You talking to me?
Yeah, they went up with 3 of the 4.
Yes.
So it was pretty good with the
You talking to me?
1. Kyle has clearly paid off Sumail, because I know he planned on doing this.
Dude, and it's freaking Kyle's out there tweeting about it too.
Yeah.
This is what happens. He's like, all right, Sumail's like, all right, I'll spam your voice line if you about me dunking as Michael Jordan. It's literally what happens.
Quite the trade. I mean, to be fair, he did dunk on last game. That did happen.
30 seconds now.
Happen again on how it all goes.
We may never witness
Starting in
another
a
match.
bunch of branches. Stick to go as well. If Alliance can come up with the answer. Yeah, a struggle last time around, but I have some hope, particularly with Lardar Isle lane.
Yeah, I think to me, there's a lot more weight even more on S4. Like, I think he played really well last game, and up until those 2 clutch moments, but like, at least he got to that stage, and then you, it's tough because you have to play off basically just Echo, right? Like,
Yes.
you can do your Blink Fishers and everything, and other than that, he's essentially a vehicle for the Morphling.
You talking to
With the
me?
Slardar, no long cooldowns, right? Doesn't have to worry about that, and it should make it easier for Limp to play. Really important. 'Cause, last game he had a very hard time transitioning that farm into actual.
Gonna be that to travel first and sort of have to do, but it's hard to do it in Tide Hunters. Ooh, that's perfect. Missile is gonna go out, and a quick kill in the missile too. Nice. Shredder value.
Time to change. Perfect. Good stuff. Lanes, probably the most interesting one, I guess, would be the mid lane between like Thompson and Limp. Like, you have just like, will Thompson push it too far? Or will Limp, right? There's definitely an opportunity there where you're like, you try and get too close to space for a scream, thinking you can get the finish after all the whittling down, and suddenly you just get blown up by Tiny, and you feel like an idiot. You know, that tends to happen to the Dota players versus this one. Excellent denies here from Limp. I mean, the guy is good at laning. Like, there's no doubt about that. Obviously, his mid and late game sometimes leaves something to be desired. It's a bit of a classic for him, but his laning is sick.